God, it's been so long. We'll be somewhat less than perfect tutorial people because we also haven't played the game for years.
I know the game intimately.
Ooh. Alright, so for starters, Illusory, if you hit tab, you get an inventory, and you can drag your weapon into your hand, so you can have a thing to swing. Which is helpful.
Yeah,
badass. Is this an enemy?
A lot of enemies involve just either dodging their projectiles or dodging their, like, bold charge, and then attacking them when once they've missed. And here's an enemy.
What is this?
So our first group is to try to all... Our first goal is to try to all group up and, like, figure out where our base is going to go, and then we can get into the actual gameplay of that. Because it's not a very...
I obviously know it's like a resource management thing. Is there resource management in terms of, like, keeping our character alive? Like, do I need to eat food every now and again, or is it not that type of...
you just need food to heal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we can make, like, health kits with...
Alright, so I guess, are we trying to go to Colonel then?
I like this place. You guys decide if you find another one that's better. This one has a couple of pure iron places.
I was trying to find the scan button, but I don't think you start off with it.
You do, you do.
V.
V. It's hold V.
But that's only for minerals. You have to upgrade.
Yeah, but that's how you help establish where a good base might be.
Oh,
yeah, that's a good intro, though, for Illusory, though. Is if you hold V, you get a radial menu, and then you can select something, and then it'll ping out, and you'll get a bunch of headings on your compass.
We don't have a map yet, I don't think.
To help give you distances and so on.
Oh, okay.
So right now, our goal is to try to find a place that has a decent number of resources kind of just in line of sight of each other, so you can reasonably work with them. Ow.
Beat it up.
Hell yeah.
You also don't bother eating berries or anything if you're not in ultra danger, because you heal over time. So
I don't like that one. That
do you heal over time?
You do, yeah.
I think that's new.
Oh,
it's very
well might be.
Oh yeah, I see a tiny sliver. I've never seen that before. Yeah, that definitely. I don't think that was there 2 years ago when we last played this game. Did you just Richter slide jump?
Who, me?
Yeah, you can do that if you crouch while sprinting and then jump.
What the fuck is that?
While
that's
sliding.
A spider.
You have
I don't like that. I don't like that. Get away! Oh, get away! I don't like that.
The fucking Fortnite tech is in Satisfactory.
Yeah,
it's been there since the beginning.
Has it?
Movement is one of the best parts about this game.
I never knew anything about that.
That's incredible.
Well, I only played with Bird.
Fucking spider.
Wait, how do you do? What, you can do the slide?
I never researched this game or do anything else besides just play it because that seems annoying.
Oh.
I don't like that the moment people look online, they just get the correct way to play the game and then just follow instructions instead of doing stuff. I'm like, ew, no.
That's not the fun of this game.
Alright, so Illusory, get gathering.
Hello,
you need to manually collect some iron in order to start getting the building materials to
Did you guys arrive here?
Automatically collect iron. If you hit Q, Illusory, you can see your building crafting menu.
Okay, yeah, I got a hub, space elevator.
If you click production, then the third thing down in production is miners.
Okay.
And so that's obviously that's the thing that will kind of fuel the entire thing. Is like you want to be able to craft that structure and place it on these veins we have here, and that will output the ore automatically as long as the thing is powered, meaning you no longer have to sit there and hand chisel it. So when you see a bunch of those resources you need to craft things, one of these benches here, if you click on them, will give you access to those objects, so you can get acquainted with how you actually make each one. And while it's not visibly organized into a tree, you can conceptualize it as like this tree of resources. Like this makes that for that step, and that makes that for that step. So each time you see a thing you need, you check what it's made of, and if you don't have what it's made of, then you check what that thing is and find out what it's made of. And it always will ultimately go back down to like the original ores and ingots and so on. Right. It's always some combination of those.
How dare you?
But yeah, Illusory, see if you can recreate the steps to make a miner.
Sure.
Like the building.
I need concrete and I need portable miner.
Okay, so how do you find concrete?
It's limestone. You can craft concrete out of limestone.
I'm testing them on how to find it. I mean,
craft bench. Yeah.
Oh, you just need to find limestone.
I said I'm testing him on how to find it because he needs to learn how to play the game.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood you.
Standard recipe. Okay, so I need 3 of those. Yeah, 3 wine stone. Okay. So, scan for limestone. Okay. On my way to grab some limestone. Let's go.
Here we see the gamer in his natural habitat.
Is that actually going to be the perspective of the Let's Play?
I am currently like nature documentary filming illusory.
What the hell is attacking me? I didn't even see that.
Surprise enemy type.
Surprise murder.
Well, these things suck. I hate the bees.
They don't suck. They just mildly
murder the bees.
Yeah.
The bees are the worst enemy in the game. They're miserable.
Okay.
So you can put the building down on here and use
nice.
When you're placing it, you use the mouse wheel to rotate it. So you want the output to be facing away from the cliff, because in the long term we want to be able to have the way these work is you create a conveyor belt that's going to carry the resources out. So you need to think about the space that belt will take. Although
so like don't point him towards like the benches that we already have.
Yeah, so don't point at the cliff, the benches, or the other vein, because there's gonna be another miner there. So you want to point it.
I should point it like towards where I'm standing is probably the best way to be pointing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody have concrete for me? I need to bring power over here.
So the cost for each one is listed at the very bottom, but then in the middle, the rewards are the series of recipes you unlock by doing that milestone.
Okay.
And our goal is pretty much just to go left to right and just clear out every single objective. And then the game just keeps increasing in complexity the further you go to the right, basically.
I see. Yeah, they need 200 wires for this thing.
Yeah. So feeding resources into this to unlock new recipes and then acting on those recipes in the way that you just did by crafting those buildings is more or less the entire game. We just need to get constructors down so you get used to how the actual crafting automatically works, but that's pretty much satisfactory.
Interesting.
It quickly becomes like a kind of like
satisfactory explanation.
Yeah, it quickly becomes a kind of like a passive thing that where everyone's just kind of working on their own little tasks, and then we just podcast the whole time, which is why all of the conversations that Bird and I have had while playing this game are insane. Don't worry,
there's we discussed NFTs.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Have not learned what that
this
does.
game
Nobody
is
remembers NFT.
This game is just as likely as Remnant to lead to circumcised werewolf discussions.
No, that was one of the worst predictions I ever made in my life. Was we were discussing NFTs, and I was saying, Keith, in 3 weeks nobody's going to be talking about NFTs anymore. No one's going to know what this episode is about. We didn't hear. Nobody shut up about NFTs for like another 2.5 years after we had that conversation.
So clearly, buy whatever Bird says will go away.
I'm gonna drive us at least manually to getting logistics so we can do overclocking, and then that'll be super helpful for getting our base building going.
Do you think overclocking is really that important?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's very important.
All right. Because we can't, like, the only real thing that matters for overclocking is the mining. Everything else you can just make more buildings.
No, we need to underclock.
Yeah.
No,
with 5 people, we're going to be building and we're going to be fucking up our power the entire time.
I absolutely, I absolutely do not want to start doing underclocking. I do not like this idea at all.
I will teach you the ways of why underclocking doesn't matter. When the time comes.
Well, okay, there went that idea.
No, seriously though, the reason, basically, if there's ways to build that, well, actually, underclocking does have the advantage of not making power peaky.
Yeah, that's what he just said. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I suppose.
The secret is just to keep producing more power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Someone's going to always be out there picking the grass.
I am taking care of that.
Well, no, I mean when you when you go on to have like
oil and things.
Yeah, oil and coal and everything. Like I just kept upscaling power.
Yeah. It's like an ever-present. Actually, we're already at the limit of our production. I need to make more burners. I'll take care of
Evil
that.
birds.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn one of them off, and you guys are gonna hear what happens when we run out of power.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Did not work.
it seems like we don't need one of these burners. Yeah, well,
It's so powerful.
I'll leave it off. I'll leave it off then, and we're gonna hear the running out of power.
I
later.
don't know if that is what we want.
It is. It's fine. The burners are right over there. You know where
I
they
mean,
are. Right?
technically, capacity max is 30, and max construction is 30, technically, but the moment anyone does a single action, that will change. So I don't think we should be
It's true.
We're upgrading into the assumption.
Well, especially because I'm about to build a. Actually, I should probably look for.
Where there
a
are
pure,
6 people here. I'm admittedly a little
pure
passive
copper
right now
mine.
because there's enough people around that it's hard to pick goals a little bit.
The good thing
Let's
about this
see.
game is that you don't have to have goals. You can just slack off and not do anything.
Oh yeah, I'm just poking around the
uh,
menus and experimenting with building.
Yeah,
things, so, like-
yeah, it's totally fine.
Oh, this limestone thing doesn't have power.
yeah. I just put up a power pole right over here.
Yeah, but the issue is that the poles themselves don't provide power. They're just a connecting point.
Interesting.
They let you extend the range of the cables, and they also act as like a hub where you can connect several cables to the same spot. Which is like, what I mean there is that if you have like 4 structures, you can run the power line to the middle of the structures, put a pole there, and then you can have a wire coming off the pole onto each structure. So it's like a way of splitting the cable to power everything more easily.
Biomass burner. Need
Why are there so
more.
many other players? Well, when you're when you talk to other human beings, sometimes you come away with a few friends, and then you spend time
And
with
enemies.
them.
That is an interesting question for a let's play. At least they're not asking who we are.
I mean, that's probably their next question.
Nah, they don't. We're men.
Very
So it's
funny.
like,
Wait, what?
wasn't that the thing with Stephanie? Who is Stephanie?
Oh, who is Stephanie?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, this got weirdly philosophical. I don't know what to do with
she's
this.
Stephanie. Yeah.
We're all Stephanie.
We're all
Who is Stephanie?
We're all
we're
Stephanie
all
deep
just enough.
down. Deep
Everybody
down
asks who
inside.
is
We're-
Stephanie,
we're
but
all
nobody
enough.
asks how is Stephanie.
Or why is Stephanie?
No, why? Why
I don't
do
think
you
that's a
ask?
safe question to ask. I wouldn't ask why.
Stephanie is an enigma. She lives on the floor.
An enigma. What?
Normal.
Yeah, that's just what having roommates is like. One of them just lives on the floor.
Stephanie's one of those Japanese demons that lives in the walls. I don't know the name.
So what's the deal with the biomass burner? Okay, so it says has no input and therefore must be fed biomass manually. So like, what's the
Yes. So all of the leaves and stuff you find in the environment, you can pick up, and you can manually feed the biomass into the burner.
What do I need?
But it's
Interesting.
like burning wood, but it also
Got it.
accepts like animal parts and stuff like that. Just anything that can be burned for energy. And that's currently how we're powering things. It sucks. Biomass sucks. But at the beginning of the game, you don't
care of it.
at the beginning of the game you don't have access to like coal and other like more set it and forget it power sources. So you need to
Right.
manually feed the base with biomass, and it.
I need to pick the biomass and craft the biomass. Actually, you can just have constructors, but
I never
anybody
missed
already
the
build a
opening
man?
like hour of the game.
I like it. It's it's just an adventure through
Some
these
plates.
steps.
Yeah, I've not been
Did-
picking up any leaves until now, so gotta fix
don't
that.
worry.
Anybody else build
Some rods.
anybody build a ma'am?
No,
I don't think
you
so.
want to get
yet.
onto that?
I usually put the MAM right next to the hub, because that's just where like the goals go essentially.
Yeah, that's.
It
I
makes
think
it
that's a
makes
good-
the whole thing
strategy.
structured. And the good news, Illusory, is if you do make biomass burners and so on, if your network of cables connects to the other, like, larger network that the other burners are on, they all collectively they all add the same power network.
Cool.
And you can actually view that by going up to any power pole and hitting E on it, and you can see what all its data right now on how it's receiving, how much power it's receiving on the network, and how much is currently being demanded. And the reason why it peaks and valleys so much is because structures use power in the moment that they're crafting something and stop when they stop crafting something. So if they get backed up or turned off or some other interference happens, then you'll see fluctuations throughout the base.
Okay.
But if at any point, for even a second, it goes over the actual capacity of power we have, the entire base will turn off simultaneously.
Hell yeah, cool.
And that's why we need to keep the power production higher than the current consumption.
Technically, we could segment off different grids if we were insane, but...
Yeah, you can make different power grids. That's the word, not network. That was the phrase that makes more sense.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't trying to correct you,
I was trying to think of it. I was like, something's wrong with the sentence. But you can make separate power grids. I've never tried to think in those terms.
It's a pain, yes, to keep track of everything.
I get very confused if they're not on the same power grid.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you don't turn off power manually, huh? It's just the breaker pops open, appears when the power's off.
You can turn it
Isn't the
off
breaker
manually.
normally on the power poles?
It is, yeah.
It's on the biomass generators.
No, it's on the poles. You can turn the energy grid back on any pole.
Yeah, but I think it only appears when the power turns off, because I don't see any controls on the poles.
It's on the bottom left, isn't it? Let me see.
No, there's nothing there.
No, it doesn't show up until.
No,
the
it isn't
grid
actually.
shuts
That's
down.
true.
Yeah. But yeah, if you click if you click E on any power pole, you can turn the power back on if it goes off. But if the problem's not resolved, then it will likely turn back off like a second later because it'll trip again.
Yeah, like like what happens.
This was the ritual me and Bird had, is that every time the game updated, it would change how power worked or how some individual structure worked somewhere in some kind of rebalancing. And so the whole base, we'd always come back to a dead base and have to figure out how to turn it back on for the first hour. whenever they had a new update.
That's why we're going to recreate it without underclocking, apparently.
Hey, I feel attacked.
I don't see in any universe where underclocking magically solves the problem. It just means that you need more structures to create the same output.
Underclocking is tidy.
In all cases, you just have to manage your power regardless.
Yeah.
I'm ready to plop down a biomass burner somewhere. Any suggestions on where?
A good place would be the other biomass burners. There we go. Over here.
Can somebody bring me 200?
These-
Oh, there we go. I see
Yeah.
you got like a network of them going.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they've already
plate?
placed some biomass burners,
Yeah.
so you can hook them in here and just kind of like have a coherent place that
You know what,
people
actually, don't
it's good
bother.
to it's good to have zones so people can know where to expect types of buildings to be, especially as we scale up and as we deal with like 6 players. We need to like have an idea of what each other are doing.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift. to
Yes.
increase the capacity
Okay, now the game's playable.
Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Because of the splitters?
We've unlocked
Yes.
splitters and mergers, thank
Oh,
God.
no.
That's like the most important shit.
Well, yeah, but it makes it so much more complicated.
Splitters are nice.
Everything's more complicated. It's always complicated. Turn off.
The other thing is
Splitters are a pain in the
that
ass.
this upgrade, when you click on a building, you can actually see its input and output rate. Like, if I remember right, we couldn't do that before, right?
See
You
what?
could, I think.
Yeah, you can see what color.
Like the input and output rate.
I missed the beginning of the question.
Before this upgrade, we couldn't see the input and output rate for like manufacturers and smelters and stuff like that, right? We could just see what it was outputting.
Maybe.
We could. I think we had access to that. We didn't
I
have
don't know.
the O
The
key.
upgrade comes so early that I wouldn't notice.
Well, it's been 2 years since you played, so maybe you're right.
Well, no, he means the upgrade he just got, but it's like the second upgrade in the game, so I don't
Oh no, we could.
I don't
we could
know what it
definitely-
was
I
like.
saw that.
Yeah, basically the question was like, was that window there 1 minute ago?
Yes.
Is basically the question.
It was.
I feel so bad at this game right now.
Oh wait, okay, so I can get a better biomass than leaves. I should get that figured out. Okay.
It's wood, but it's
yes.
tricky to find wood.
It is.
And
also
later on, we're just gonna be
I
able
can
to
fill
cut
this
down
up.
trees and stuff. So
Be gone, ore. There we go.
not that we need to do that, but
Decapitated by the machine as it was
the
spawning in front of me.
machines.
Okay, let's see.
Look how slow these baby conveyors are, Bird. I don't even remember them being this slow in the first place. It's so wild.
Yeah.
It hurts
And then
me.
We will get.
Damages
Where is
me.
the merger? Merger. Yeah.
Can anybody bring me? No.
Oh, I see what we unlocked. Okay. So when you go to a building, you can see in the middle display, there's now an indicator of production time, and then there's a percentage now which shows the efficiency of that building. So that's what I unlocked.
Ah. That's
Yeah.
nice.
You've unlocked spreadsheets.
Oh, did I crash? My game did
The
crash,
thing I started playing video games to escape.
but my computer didn't. This is good news.
Good.
All right, next up, I want to get a base building, and then I'm going to start playing the game in earnest, because I want to have platforms, like a foundation.
Yeah, those
to
are
the base.
nice.
You want to start building structures.
Yeah, I don't. With this many people, I don't want a scrappy shit base to start with. I want something a little bit planned.
But we can destroy the scrappy shit base.
It's going to be an interesting
I need something
It's going to be an interesting
tangible.
logistical issue to figure out how to coordinate
And by interesting
the whole
logistical
base and plans
issue,
with like 6 people.
Oh, it's
and by
going to suck.
interesting, you mean a nightmare. It's gonna be a nightmare.
It's gonna,
It's always a night.
well, I mean, inevitably, I think Marty and Andrew will both vanish over the horizon and have secret bases because that's how they often do.
That's the nature of the game.
Which will
though.
quickly,
Like, we have-
yes, but I'm saying that will quickly reduce the local conflicts.
Yeah, we'll have our base and then the cooler base.
Oh, I just
Andrew
lost
will
all my
absolutely
stuff.
disappear very quickly and have his own base, and it will be like,
like that.
mysteriously feeding resources to our base via a train or something.
I
It's
lost
just
all
like,
my
where did all this
trains.
copper come from? I don't know. It just
Yeah.
shows up every now and again.
That was part of the fun, is
Does
making
anybody know?
all the satellite bases and their trains and drones and stuff that would connect them all.
Oh, fuck that.
Instructor.
Does
Fuck
anybody
that.
know why I lost all my stuff?
Like in your inventory?
Yeah, because the game crashed and now I respawn back at the base without anything, and I don't have a. I don't have.
Like where you
God's
last were.
punishment for your unholy heathenness.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean, it doesn't matter what I have, but it's just a
Did you
bummer.
respawn where you died?
No,
Or,
it was
I mean,
back
did
at
you?
the
I mean,
base.
did you respawn where you crashed? Or
No,
did you start
back
from
at the
scratch
base.
again?
Yeah, not even from
Uh,
scratch, because I don't start with anything from the beginning of the game. Like I don't have zappers or anything.
Yeah, I don't know,
I
maybe
had a bunch of-
maybe the server lost you.
Yeah, that sucks.
It just doesn't remember you.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is
Server
big.
Don Drapered you. What is there
I'm trying to
say?
remember, but it's been at least 2
Alright.
years, so I don't really remember how crashes worked when I played with Bird.
He gets banned.
It never
It should-
happened.
It
It
should
definitely
just put me
happened.
back where I was. Oh, this
I don't
is
remember it
It's an editing
happening.
game.
Okay, you guys supply me with your inventory. I don't know. I don't
I just don't think it was an issue necessarily back then. Or
I'm not going to give you my inventory.
Well, okay.
God helps those who help themselves. You figure it out.
I'm okay.
why were you helping us
eat
the
the
whole
horse
game
to
so
fish
far?
thing?
That was weird.
Like I had so much stuff.
Well, did you go back to where you logged out at?
Yeah, I'm more or less there, but there's nothing here.
I'm glad you all noticed that mining stuff by hand produces the "We Will Rock You" rhythm.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want like that. And then you go to there. And
What a
There we go.
bummer.
Now these miners are powered. I contributed for the first time.
Well, the resources are all replaceable. It's not a problem. It's just the time it takes to get everything at this moment is I don't.
What do you need? I got so
Sure.
much iron.
I
I don't need
anything.
anything. I don't have any task. I'm good.
I don't understand.
What? Didn't you just say you don't have anything?
I'm so.
I don't
know
have
what to-
anything, but you don't need anything
Yeah.
in this game.
Okay.
Don't you need like a weapon of some kind?
The struggle
No, I'm
sometimes
good.
is that your
I'm not gonna
whisper
mess with
voice
anything.
always sounds like you're kind of crying, so it sounds like you're complaining and want us to solve a problem when you do.
Oh,
so,
I was complaining.
So we're like,
complaining, though.
so it's just like, what do you want? What do we want?
was
I don't
definitely
want
complaining.
anything. I'm like, okay, well.
I was definitely complaining. It's a bummer. The game crashes and guess what? 0. I hope it doesn't happen to you guys.
Stop crashing.
How...
I don't know. Yeah.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah.
I'm a good friend.
Players.
Gonna make a nightmare base real quick, like you do.
So only one person can use the craft bench at a time, and Elucer
Just
is
make a
currently
new
using
one.
it.
Well,
Can I
I
zap him
will-
to make him move? Oh, he moved on his
I
own.
swear.
I don't think you can make a
tell you.
move, but you can just make another craft bench.
Yeah.
I understand that. That wasn't the question I was asking.
So we are now mining copper and iron and concrete or limestone. Limestone with its many applications
Where are we
such as
mining
concrete
limestone?
and concrete.
I think that's the only
Me
thing it does. Yeah.
here, current
Are you doing it
location.
manually?
No, there's a miner. The
Oh,
miner was
okay.
set up a while ago for the copper and the limestone, but neither of them were powered, so I just finished powering them.
Oh,
And
okay, perfect.
I powered
I was
them,
just
got
looking
them
at a
both
bunch of
hooked up to
concrete
conveyors, and those conveyors are hooked
limestone.
up to warehouses.
Perfect.
Containers, I guess is the word.
Containers, yeah.
I don't remember that being a requirement. Interesting. Reinforced iron plates are like slightly more of a hassle to make, so I forget that they're required for a constructor when that's like the basic building block of a base.
Mm-hmm.
Rude, frankly.
That's the next factory we're gonna need to. Well, actually, we're gonna need a wire as well.
Yeah, well, we have to make all these things, or else.
Not all of them. Like screws, for example, I don't think we need to. We can just set up screw production when it is needed in certain factories.
You need screws for reinforced iron plates, so I think people will,
Yeah, but
will
that's what I'm
appreciate having access to a source of screws
No,
instead
no.
of having to craft them every time they need one.
No. What I'm saying is when you make a factory for reinforced iron plates, which we are definitely gonna need, you make in it has screw production. So we
Yeah.
don't need to make. Yeah.
So we don't need to make
Sure.
screw production because we need to make screw production.
No, what I'm saying is we
I get
don't
it.
need to make a screw factory because it's not necessary for many things. For us, it is for the machines, but not for us.
I mean, everything that we do in this game is for service to the machine gods.
Yes.
it
Service the
isn't.
machine gods. I enjoy this phrasing.
Ugh.
Did you?
Oh, I found wood. It's in the bushes. So there's some dead bushes that are just sticks. That's actually where wood comes from at this juncture.
The capacity's pretty high up. That's good.
And just because I'm talking quietly doesn't mean I'm crying about the wood. How dare you?
Not sad about
But because you're
Fine.
talking quietly, it
Crying
sounds like
about
you're being
wood.
passive aggressive about
Relatable.
your talking quietly about the wood sad.
That I was being passive aggressive about the comment about me sounding like I'm crying, even though I
God
wasn't.
fucking damn it.
Even though I definitely was.
I can't believe you'd be passive aggressive about a completely accurate assessment of your tone of voice.
That's right, exactly. How dare you be
Why
correct?
can't I get normal friends?
What do you mean normal? I'm Portuguese.
I mean, you said that, so I guess I don't have to be worried about it. But still, I'm worried about that.
Am I wrong?
I mean, you're
I
not
don't
wrong
know. You
literally. Like, you are definitely
Literally, yeah.
Portuguese, as far as I know.
But
Who's-
I mean
wait.
the implications of my question, of my rhetorical question.
Who's the other new Portuguese person I met?
Well,
Oh
there's
my God,
Shit.
Colonel's being
Hamp?
replaced.
Joe.
I'm thinking like
Joe from Punching Game.
Joe from Punching Game.
Oh right, yeah, Joe from the Street Fighter tournament. So,
That's what I said.
Given the basis of a comparison between where I try to create the Venn diagram between Colonel and Joe and Haps, it is extremely difficult to come up with any overlapping details between their personalities.
Really?
None of you were straight.
There
So that's
you
the
go.
starting point.
That's a very
So
Portuguese
therefore, no one in Portugal is straight.
thing. Dang,
yeah.
got him, Portugal.
I have solved
Capital of-
Portugal.
Capital of gay. That's a start.
I'm impressed, honestly. A whole nation.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Unfortunately, that's not. Yeah.
Alright, so we
it's
now
just-
have a concrete storage facility.
Holy
thankfully.
shit, this stuff is slow.
Yeah, right?
Keith, I don't remember it being this slow.
Yeah, no, the tier 1 conveyors are. Whoa! Do we have tier 2s already? That just went. That went zippy.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We have to do
No, we don't have to.
Yeah,
do
we got
conveyors.
logistics, which gave us tier 2.
Oh, cool.
There's a way to switch.
Wait, that just says Mark
No,
1.
I only see tier 1. Yeah, I see Mark 1.
Yeah, it's only tier
You
one.
guys
now.
are
Yeah, we only have, we only have Mark
Lying.
1s. I think the game just lagged, so all the conveyors
a way
went
to-
really fast for a second.
Guys,
Oh,
guys,
could
guys,
be.
there's a way to switch between the levels of conveyor belts. It's E when you have the conveyor belt selected to build. You can press
Oh,
E to
that's
just
cool.
go up and down. Yeah, it's really good.
Cool.
I didn't know that was a thing. That's neat.
It's a new thing.
Wait, what is
I mean, I did. We just never did it.
Oh,
I
it's so
never
much
really about this
handier than
game.
having multiple.
He just said that it's new. You can't gaslight me.
But he
I-
knew.
It's fucking.
You can't fool
Who
me.
said anything about
You can
gaslighting?
try whatever.
Yeah.
you
Start
want.
making concrete. Make your make the Sam's Club you always wished you had, Bird. I believe in you.
What?
What?
This is such a dangerous
I
area.
too long
Y'all-
for the
y'all
days
can
of
do that.
Sam's
Oh yeah, the
Club
conveyors are
shit.
acting weird, but I think they might be just be acting weird whenever I turn my back on them.
No, yeah, the conveyor, that's their buggy.
That
That's normal.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Every time I turn around, I think their speed. Yeah, their speed keeps changing visually.
Yeah, no, I saw that too.
Don't turn
Oh,
your
yeah,
back on
nice.
any of those conveyor belts. You
Yeah.
can't trust
That's-
them.
You gotta
Okay,
stare
The
at
best
them
way
to
to
make
get
sure
the
they're working
conveyor belts to
correctly.
work properly is for them to be fully stocked.
this definitely did
And
not
they work.
happen back when I played last time. It might be the number of
Because
players or the server
multiplayer.
or whatever.
Back in the day, conveyor belts just
Yeah.
did what you told them.
I
It's
believe they're
definitely gonna be because
working.
we're
They're
playing
just
on
doing some weird shit. I don't
They have
trust them.
optimizations. They have optimizations. You know how it is.
The robot's landing. The
Oh,
spaceship.
look at it. Look at it, illusory. Look at
Oh,
that
oh
sky.
yeah, these are wait, but it's not landing in the interface. Oh, that's okay. So there's just a lot of like client-side animations that play. I think the hub.
Yes,
I think
yeah.
the hub just waits for you to look at it to show the ship landing again.
Yes, it does.
Oh, really? That's weird.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't remember any of this being true before, but who knows?
When you're doing it locally, it doesn't. But when you're doing it over a server, there's a
Granted,
lot of different-
granted, I was host
Oh, that also does.
and
give you
Bird
a
was
huge
guest,
boost.
and our first season ended because it stopped working because the game hit a level of complexity near launch where we could no longer continue playing because half of our base wouldn't load for Bird anymore.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
wild.
Well, I look forward to that happening again.
It's not gonna happen.
This thing
the
currently
game is
needs-
just gonna
Yeah, we're
crash.
barely
You're
gonna get
lose
anywhere.
Everything.
That's
Oh,
not gonna
watch
happen.
me.
It needs concrete,
I'll
it
get
needs
it to happen.
plates, and it needs rods.
We just need concrete, and I
Yeah, we
almost
just need a
got
little
that.
bit more concrete. Yeah, I just
I
gave it a
just
little
want-
bit that I had.
I just want you all
But it is
to
going
work
so
for
slow
me.
like.
Build all the factories.
Okay, and then I'm going to build
Alrighty, welcome to the game, everybody.
a
Yay!
base building.
Let's
Space
fucking
building unlocked.
go.
If you look at the hub, you'll see the spaceship taking off. If you stand on the spaceship, it will take you out of bounds.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Everyone should try it once.
By the way, you
Yeah,
don't
that
die
sounds
if you're at full health when you fall.
It's
They added a feature where
getting taken
you
out of
don't
bounds
die.
by that thing is alarming because it goes it so rapidly accelerates so abruptly to make the animation look cool from the ground. But as a result, it's alarming to stand on, and you're very quickly out of
doesn't
bounds, and you can't tell if you're even going down or not. And honestly, it might in some of the cases it has broken the game for a bit, and you're like, how do I get back to playing? I don't no, this isn't worth it. Because you can
also
you can parkour on top of it when somebody else launches it to make the milestone happen.
We can also
Okay,
what we
now
can
that I
also
think
do
we've
is
officially gotten through the early game bullshit, I am going to start recording.
Yeah, you were recording this whole time.
No, that was a session 0. Fuck it. Who wants to watch me just
Welcome
sitting
to
at a
part-
craft bench for 45
Your
minutes?
fans, Bird.
That's just what the
they're
game's
there
like.
for.
Oh, the fucking 3 people are going to
That's
be
fine.
really disappointed.
They are.
I see how it is. So Bird's gonna start commentating now is the real answer.
Yes.
Hey, Bird. Welcome to the Let's
He
Play.
was
I'm
asleep
glad
at the
you
wheel
made it.
until this moment. Now we're gonna get real lively for the last half an hour.
All right. I hope we have enough power because I'm about to break this thing.
We would probably have enough power. Never mind.
Whoa.
if not, I can't help you.
No?
Wow. I appreciate the surrender.
What?
Yeah, we have enough power. You didn't turn on one of the biomass burners, so
I
good
will
job.
do-
Oh, one of them was still off.
Cool. As soon as I get ready to start recording, I have audio driver issues.
You did it.
That's karmic
Look on the
punishment
bright
for what
side.
you've done.
Your game didn't crash and you didn't lose everything.
I don't have anything in my inventory I care about.
Wow.
Things to
Unlike
care
you,
about.
I'm not so materialistic.
Things to care
Wow,
about.
Bird, your
Slugs.
inventory can hear you.
Guys, things to care about are slugs and mushrooms and
I put those in the box.
God, the other
there's a lot of-
sources
oh,
of
and-
copper are very far away.
they are. I have
Yeah, they are.
miners set up. I have miners set up there already. All you need to do is make the conveyor belts.
Oh, you already
And,
visited the other coppers?
The ones to the south. So there's there's a couple to the south. They're normal. So we have a couple of miners there already, but they need to be powered. And I died, and the whole shebang.
Oh, that's when you crashed.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's.
Oh, this game.
I'm
is
out.
quiet
I'm
on my
out for the rest of
recording.
the session.
Jeez.
What's happening?
Nothing. I'm just complaining.
Are you having
quietly?
server issues?
No.
No,
I'm gonna look at the.
no,
the
you
next...
said his volume was low.
Oh,
Yeah.
your volume's low. I couldn't hear you because your
Alright.
volume's low.
So
look
where
how,
are we thinking of?
look how much miscommunication you can clear up if you just say the thing instead of being like,
Jesus
just
Christ.
shut up, don't think about it. I'm not talking to you.
Shut up. Okay. Where are we planning on building the base?
You got me.
You
What
mean
base? Which base?
Like where are we gonna start centralizing a lot of our manufacturing stuff?
Oh, like the actual building you want to
Yeah,
build?
for
Oh,
context,
yeah.
last time Edward and I played this game, we made a giant vertical tower where each floor was making a different product, and you would like feed the stuff onto the next floor, which is not always how
It
people
worked
do it.
fairly
But
well.
it was at least
I don't like
comprehensible. It was a nice multiplayer building because you could tell what the fuck was
Yeah.
happening, and you could just expand a floor if you needed more of it.
Yeah. So we have a nice kind of flat area right over here, which is in the middle of a bunch of stuff. I think maybe we can start with this area. What do you think?
Any big flat
Oh, I'm
area that
talking to
doesn't have
illusory. You'll just agree
Yeah.
with anything I say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I
somebody
have
else.
opinions.
any big flat place with no poison gas in it is pretty handy.
Okay, well, I promise I won't fart over here.
Too late.
You have my word.
So just as a reminder,
right.
we have storage containers with iron plates. There's like 500 of them. So please don't be crafting them manually.
Yeah, I have
else?
two smelters over here making iron plates and one making conveyor or rods.
You need
So I've got
iron
rods
plates for
and
foundations now? That sucks ass. Was that always the case?
Yeah, that was always
Yeah.
the case.
Yeah,
Oh. That goes
you
to show I
need some?
never built one, Keith.
You probably built. Wait, maybe you didn't. Did I build the entire building every time?
Iron
Bird's like,
plates
I
are
managed.
over here.
I just came all the way out here, only to realize I don't have concrete.
That's the problem with this game, yes.
Well, I looked at the.
Go a
we
little bit
have
further,
a-
Keith. There'll be concrete.
There's like
Do we
somewhat.
have a thing that's making
It's
iron
just the,
plates yet, or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Right by
Okay,
me.
here it is.
There's
So you
like
just walk right
multiple
by it,
places
yeah.
making it, I think.
Come further south, Keith.
Further south? Oh, you're over
Further
here. Yeah, the what threw me, Marty, is that I hit the conveyor button and it's like, oh, it requires plates, and then I go here to actually build conveyors, and of course it requires the stands, which requires concrete, and I'm like, oh fuck. Okay, so Marty's been busy.
What has he been up to? Let me see Marty's shit.
Marty,
Where's Marty at?
came over here and set up his own thing.
Oh damn, he's like super deep. What the hell are you doing?
He just had to quietly. He was chuckling to himself when I talked about what Marty and Andrew would do, because Marty was already doing it.
Building
Marty literally already had his own base down here.
Where is it? It better not be cooler than mine.
No, it's definitely not. There's a container over here with concrete.
I gotta see what's over here.
Are we gonna have a territorial dispute over this copper?
If so, I'm joining Marty.
Damn.
His colonel.
I'm immediately defecting to his team.
I'm here to try to get the copper down to the base.
What the fuck? He's using our power.
I have.
Oh, that's not
so
cool.
I have 4 burners running for you.
Yeah, I did notice that our
Compels you to harvest this artifact.
ooh, I got a robot
got-
noise. That was weird.
That's
Whatever you're trying
cool.
to get,
Yeah.
I got some.
I got a mind control robot noise, but the
You should collect it and.
fuck, I lost my train of thought completely.
Just stop.
Oh yeah, I opened the power earlier and did notice that suddenly our ceiling was just irrelevant. Like we were so high up on power.
Okay, this is probably where we should build our base. This is a huge, just flat area.
Oh, is the Stussy? Is the Stussy what's talking to my brain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Stussies talk now?
You should collect. Yeah. They
Yeah, I
do.
think the
They have-
Stussy's
they say
talking,
funny
yeah.
Things. They say really funny things every once in a while.
That's why Marty built here. The Stussy compelled him.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Cool base. You know, or building it by yourself.
Did they finally make
Not
this?
inviting me. Yeah, sure.
Did the Stussy finally start doing something?
No.
Hope you
No,
enjoy
I
your
think
windows being rolled up the
still
whole
working.
time.
It just
It's
tells
still
you
work in
to look.
progress.
It just tells you to check it out. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
I'm-
sick. We need to get an army of Stussies.
I throw them away into the trash. Collect them.
You
and trash.
suck.
I do. I mean,
Would you
but
do
that,
What are you building here, Keith?
There's copper over here, and I'm trying to get it to the base.
The hell yeah.
you perhaps getting it to the base is not necessarily what we want. We want to get the resources to the base. The copper itself is meh.
Yeah, we don't.
I
We
like.
want to get ingots at most to the base.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's one way of.
Sure,
doing it.
yeah, it is worth smelting on site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joop. Undo all of that. Classic mistake of doing the thing that that Colonel said to do, and then he's like, "Why are you doing that?"
One day you'll learn.
You know what they say? Do as I don't say,
Yeah, I don't know,
not
I-
as
I-
I do.
I trained in the Zomboid mines, but I didn't learn in the Zomboid mines.
You didn't train in the zomboid mines. You just
Wow.
ran around.
God.
You just ran around a lot.
You weren't even there.
I'm gonna start putting
I
down
wasn't even there,
foundations so I
that's
don't have
the
to hear you
thing.
talk.
That's true.
I don't
That's
think
very
they're
true. I wasn't-
soundproofed. All right, I'm immediately out of the resources to
I
build a
can't
smelter
hear
here.
you.
Oh, it turns out they're soundproofed.
What's it? Illusory. Do you have enough to make a smelter for the other conveyor here?
Excuse me.
What am I missing? Wire?
Oh, that's so wrong.
Yeah, I also didn't have the wires.
I don't know. No, let's see.
I don't know why I thought it was that way.
Alright. Let's
Perfect.
start making structures for
All right. I've got I've got copper bars and I've got copper wire being produced at the base. So
what do you think we should do for organization, Keith? Like specifically like screws and shit were really, really difficult for us to scale up.
I mean, it's the solution we had for screws is that we just needed to make an entire base for screws, just to feed all the screws into the other things that needed screws, because the sheer scale of required screws was so out there that we just had a screws. We just had a screws bus.
So how about you guys don't like? I think you could build just the screw factories as needed. You don't need to have like a huge machine. I think that's less efficient.
Screws.
I mean, we hit points where we needed more screws, so we would build more things that made screws.
Yeah, but like, for
the
example,
problem is that it was awful.
Building the amount
example,
that you need is pretty efficient.
No. But instead of building, you build discrete factories for each one production line. Do you know what I mean? So instead of having, for example, imagine you want to have reinforced iron plates and they require screws, right? So you just set up a factory around or feeding off of a mine.
Gonna need to go get more
and
wire.
they just have the multiple factories, or not factories.
No, I understand the idea of like having each individual vein essentially be its own designated thing, that we're all at this one iron crop just makes this specific product, so there's just a factory just for that idea.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But that's a level of like planning, and that didn't necessarily apply to a two-person like on the fly made up playthrough where you have 2 hours a week to meet up and just sort of like all right, how do we progress from here?
I have my own,
like I would occasionally put in time to optimize, but it would often be like, okay, I spent 6 hours playing between our weekly sessions to do invisible optimizations. Which is the infinite well of how you end up playing hundreds of hours of Satisfactory.
Because I think the biggest problem we're going to face is nobody is ever going to know where anything is, and we're just going to have a bunch of redundant stuff.
These are the things that I'm trying to solve.
And
I'm trying to come up with plans now so that we don't run into that.
Ew, why are you solving problems?
I just want a little bit of consensus. Just a little bit as a treat. That's all.
Oof,
make sure you make the floors really tall if you're making a tower, because you quickly hit into height problems with the secret the secret hitbox height that each building has.
Just to give you a taste of consensus, I am trying to get a Xeno Zapper and Object Scanner, and I'm stumped.
That's not remotely what I was talking about.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that we don't have shared knowledge enough to make our lives easier.
I know, we need documentation.
50. Okay, 50. That's
Can we use ChatGPT to like generate some documentation for our base?
I was thinking that we could use ChatGPT to mine crypto in this game.
I mean, I think we have enough biomass to mine crypto.
Do you think you're stumped, Colonel? I haven't made a constructor yet.
I am stumped.
So what
you have the materials that I need, but I cannot ask you.
What
does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? Why can't you ask him?
Because I need the materials.
He's not that scary.
Which materials? What are you talking about?
I need 4 iron rods, 6 reinforced iron plate, 15 cable, 70 wire, and 50 screws. How am I gonna even start getting to know where any of this stuff is? It doesn't. It's not anywhere.
I mean, the question is whether we're even making all those things yet, because we just started.
Like,
I personally have not made a single constructor yet. I've just been setting up mining, and I'm not even ready to deal with those details yet.
Okay, here's how we're gonna solve that. In the hub, we're gonna put signs that just say that material is over.
Wait a minute.
Whoop, am I crashing?
Sorry, wait a minute. Are you crashing? Hopefully not, because that's a sad time.
What? Wait a minute. What?
And
I was going to say you're setting up mines without constructors.
I've done almost nothing so far.
Because there's no reason to store ingots. We don't need to store any ingots ever.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the basic steps started. Period.
Oh yeah, I see.
You're talking too far ahead because it takes. Like I got on the mission of taking care of the copper stuff that you died and then abandoned on, so I'm trying to get that stuff gathered up so that it can be useful for the base. But I still haven't even successfully just set up smelters and power for them yet, because it's
Yeah,
this big
it's fair
run,
enough. I
and then I
see.
look around to find stuff in a base that I didn't build.
Yeah.
Yep.
that's
Oh,
ridiculous.
I have no idea what the fuck is going
So
on.
it's all in a process. I just need to like you're complaining about things, but it's like I don't know. Like we at this point we basically have like one building crafting each thing at most probably, and it's just somewhere. And at the moment you just kind of need to like find it because people.
You could also ask.
Yeah, that too.
Alright.
But I'm saying like people acting and just getting stuff started is more productive than waiting around to do like the peer reviewed.
I can't do anything because I don't have a Xenozapper. I die.
Sure.
Well, that's what I was.
Make a new
I was asking.
Xenozapper.
I don't have an
Want a
object
Xenozapper?
scanner even. I don't even
I
have
can make
an
you a
object scanner.
snapper.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
Like-
I was asking for the materials, but like,
I asked you if you wanted
I
something.
didn't say
in the
I
very
don't have
beginning.
anything.
When you literally showed up back after you respawned, I asked you if you wanted me to make you anything, and you said no.
I didn't hear that.
You can't. It sounds like you responded.
Well, yeah, but I didn't hear it.
Well, I
You-
will
you
make
need
you
to
one
up-
right now.
This
Give
is
me a
this is an
second.
ongoing thing. We need between
gonna-
Overwatch and Zomboy. You need to up your communication a bit.
Oh, that's a problem.
Your
That's like,
your frustrations are a bit self-inflicted.
oh, that's
At the moment, we're just getting
I mean,
started.
that's just called being
We're
alive.
just getting a
That's
few
the story of
buildings
my
set
life.
up, and you gotta work with people a little bit, and then you'll have your answers and what's going on. Okay.
but self-inflicting frustrations feels so good.
Oh man, dying.
I
to me.
know it does.
It does, doesn't it?
Okay, so for additional data, my crash did not empty out my inventory.
Oh, that's so good. That's really good news.
Interesting.
Did get me turned around
Okay.
though. Okay, I think I was going this.
Oh, that's normal. It's just probably.
I
snap back
I made the mistake of picking up the previous step, which was follow Marty's waypoint, but Marty went home. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I went to deliver the reinforced
See.
iron plates.
We're here.
Just make a really long conveyor belt, Mark.
You're right. We don't have the research that lets us do the automatic construction of those.
The booper,
It's-
the B, I think it's called. Well, B is for flashlight, by the way. Which is nighttime, so you might want that. What is it called? The build
No,
mode.
be for boy. F is for
I was gonna
flashlight. Come
say.
on.
Can't afford.
All right, here we go, Colonel. I've got your Xeno Snapper, Zapper, whatever it is.
And the object scanner as well.
You need an object scanner? Okay, I need to
Yeah, I
make
don't have.
some-
I lost everything.
Fuck.
Object scanner you don't
Reinforced
start with.
You
Yeah,
do.
You don't start with that. No, you
No.
do not.
Relaying message.
No, you start with a
Oh
regular
wait, I
scanner.
don't. Sorry. Yeah. I just held. Yeah, we're good.
Your help to find a cure.
Okay, where are you? I'll give you a Xeno Snapper. Actually, I'll just
Yeah, I
put
don't
it
need
in
an
the-
object scanner.
What the fuck happened here?
Goddamn bees.
All my beautiful nature has been turned into office space. All right,
That's just the name of the game.
there you go. There's a Xeno Snapper. I put it inside of the.
Offline player, hold E to revive.
Thank you.
Is that Colonel?
It might be Colonel's body. Oh.
You okay there?
I
Thank
I think I
the
revived
automated
Colonel's.
production of-
I think I revived Colonel's dead body, but now it's sitting on the ground and sliding across the level.
Hell yeah.
Not
That's not
connected.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds great.
Yeah, I think you're. So I think what happened is
Yeah.
that I think you logged in as a new entity somehow.
I think so too.
Yeah, because it probably crashed the.
Oh,
previous
now
one.
it's saying Colonel's
Bye,
left the
Colonel.
game.
No, I left.
Oh, you actually left.
Yeah. To see if what happens.
Oh, I
There's no
thought you
point
rage
in-
quit.
No, there's no point in it. I
Colonel's
don't
like, I'm
rage
done.
quit.
No
That
one told
is-
me where the screws are. I'm out of here. Fuck all of you.
This bug is so strange looking. Your Colonel's body is sitting on the ground, like eating a lunch break snack and just sliding forward on their
Yeah, that
ass.
body,
Yeah.
that body, you
Fuck,
might as
why
well
are there
kill
so-
it or something.
Power poles.
God.
Give me.
I don't think I can interact with it.
No, that sucks. I don't know how
Wait,
to
what happened?
use it.
But yeah, I think
Production
I think you crashing still had a body left over, and it might have been murdered or something, but
Yeah, I
Wait,
figured
what?
there were enemies
Eh?
around.
you just didn't
But-
occupy the same one. Yeah, I found you
Hold
by
on, what happened
bees.
Wait, what happened to my thing? Where did my conveyor belt? Wait,
Yeah, bees
what
were.
happened? I had
around.
storage. Where did it go?
That's very strange. Well, if you wake up in a river, then you're in that body.
No, I logged out and logged back in, and it's the same new one.
Okay, so that's just a weird entity. So you did log into the second body again this time.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, I'll turn around again. Okay, follow the cables.
Omoshiroi.
Right. I guess if
Oh,
that's
shit.
the case.
Are you on
then-
Steam or
right.
Epic, Colonel?
Epic.
I'm also on Epic and it worked for me, so I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, it was probably that type of crash.
So that's making ingots.
Is this a crafting bench? Okay, it
I
is.
don't have enough cement.
I
Where's
can
the
make
cement?
smelters.
Cement.
The cement isn't being
Don't you
made.
dare.
What is this shit? Hook it up. The storage container can I build? I can't build.
No, you changed this.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
It has
That's
been
good. That's good.
changed.
We have a couple portable miners. I guess I'll pick these up.
Yeah, because we can use them to turn into new smelters.
Yeah.
Or mine drillers, whatever the fuck.
Or you could just make. You can
I'm
make
gonna
more.
also
They can be
pay for
used.
more limestone somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
I
have
know
to
there's
make-
one 20 meters away from me, game.
Yeah, but did you know that there's one
I-
20 meters away from you?
Milestone.
Now-
Apparently
now we
not.
have,
Versions of conveyor
Did
We
you
have
know
level two
gaming?
mark.
conveyor lifts are now
We have
accessible.
level 2
To
conveyor.
encourage additional verticality,
We have
conveyor
we have
poles now
bleh, we have
stackable
version 2
variant.
conveyor belts.
We have lifts. We have.
Yeah.
Oh, we already had lifts. And we have stackable conveyor poles, which are really cool. I appreciate those.
And they appreciate you.
Do they?
So I was going to put more constructors where you put the storage containers down, Andrew.
What was that?
So I put a splitter because we can have more constructors than just this one for the concrete. So I was going to split it where you put the storage containers.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yoink.
Thank you.
And yoink.
Oh, I need fucking iron plates. Okay.
In the iron? Hold on. I think I got some iron plates. I do. You want some iron plates? Come back.
I do. Can you barf them on me, Mama Bird?
Can I do that? Can I actually just get?
I don't
one?
remember how to do it.
If I, by the way, if I see any building,
There's some over
out in
here.
the
I'm just
middle-
gonna grab them.
I was gonna say I'm just gonna build a box and then give it to you that way.
if I see buildings not
That's
being,
one way to do it.
if I find buildings that don't have any use, I'll just deconstruct them and steal the materials. If you don't mind.
What?
Gremlin.
Oh, they need to be reinforced. God damn it.
Absolute gremlin. Just unmake other people's things.
It's not other people's. Nobody was using it.
Somebody was.
Make-
They
make
might
what?
have been working. They might have like set that much up and then be like, "I'm out of parts. I need to come back." And then they come back and it's all
Tough luck.
gone.
Colonel RPG came
I
by.
did I did suddenly lose like an entire storage of copper, and I was like, where did that go?
Oh,
It
that was
just,
me.
like conveyor.
Oh my
Colonel's
God.
just Satan. Oh my god.
Do you need it actually? Because I can.
No, it's fine. I'll rebuild.
Oh.
I have the technology.
That should
You're
be
just trying to
enough.
optimize.
Alright.
Reinforced iron or else.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, y'all are making them ugly machines. I like it.
Alright.
Wow.
I like
I
it.
thought I was just making machines.
Nah, they're
No,
ugly, man.
specifically ugly.
Ugly machines.
Let's see. We
Those are
need...
making
Oh, that's an
rods.
awful part assembly. I don't want to make any of those. That's too much work.
It's
Alright. How much copper? Okay.
Bunch of
Production is
parts.
not very efficient.
Maybe I shouldn't be here stealing people's stuff. I'll go elsewhere.
It's a cooperative game.
Well, I
I see you're in the middle of making
I-
something. Slap.
Like a cat.
F hold, left mouse button.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I originally came out to grab more those. Okay.
What's the throughput on conveyor belts? Marty, this seems like something you would know.
60 per
basic
second, 120
Yeah, Mark 1. How much can that carry?
per minute,
think they're
actually.
60.
No. 60,
60?
120. Yes, 270 for whatever reason. 480, 720,
Yeah, it also says
1060.
It says?
I'm talking about
yeah, in the
yeah, it
building
does,
menu
it
it just tells you the amount the throughput of a conveyor.
Okay. Did we unlock part 2s?
Yes.
We did.
Nice. Or Mark 2s, not part 2s.
Yeah, we did. We have Mark II.
Pot. Duh.
Yay! You all are people.
Sometimes.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Wow.
I was gonna compliment you, but then I remembered I don't do that. So
I can't believe
There you go.
our humanity is being acknowledged.
He doesn't.
you're
do that.
welcome.
What a new height I've reached.
Finally, human acknowledgement. How do I build?
And that's why I'm nominating Birdcatcher for the Supreme Court.
Aw, you're not the Heritage Foundation. Your voice doesn't matter there.
Wow.
Brutal, but fair.
Is it?
At least
What
he's
did you say?
honest.
Marty said brutal but fair.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
you
fair.
weren't allowed to hear it out.
I didn't
my-
say anything about being fair.
Yeah, like is fair the word?
Fair assessment, not that the thing itself is fair.
Everyone comes in at wildly different levels of like volume and projecting a voice in this group.
Project.
Some of us will
All
pick
right,
up. Some of us pick up on
this is
more of
looking
the
good.
chatter than others.
All right, I have optimized our concrete, I think.
I hear poor Colonel restart the same sentence like 7 times because every time he tries, somebody else starts talking over him.
Well, whose fault is that?
It sounds like a bit. It's your fault for being
Dang it.
living in Portugal and making American
not-
friends
See?
and playing with us in the evening of
Milestone
Pacific
exchange
time.
concluded. Fix it for duration.
while having thin
Yeah.
walls in a Portuguese house. So you have to
That's
be
not that I
very
have thin
quiet
walls.
or the babies will be wakey and then all your neighbors hate you or whatever's going on.
They already do.
Well then fuck
Play the
it.
electric- I played the
Yeah, it
electric
sounds like
guitar.
it's not a problem anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean just rip that bandit off. Might as well start yelling at midnight.
Maybe
I just
that's-
haven't
maybe he's on
shelled
his
out.
last straw.
I haven't shelled out for the. It's like 3,000 euros that I need to spend on, you know, the whole thing.
What, soundproofing?
Yeah, I want to make this room like good.
What should I be doing? I have optimized,
Goals.
but have
Goals
I really
indeed.
optimized enough? Oh, I guess I could be building the Mark.
Can you
II
ever optimize
conveyor
enough?
systems. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. This feels like a
Watch me.
Sisyphean.
Oh, I need
What is it called?
Sisyphean.
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 That's the one. I know words. You guys know words. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know Greek.
Well, you said
It's kind of
I
out the
know.
window to begin with when it's a name. Need you actually.
You said the word.
Yeah, but I didn't have like the right reverence for the word.
It's just a word made out of the name of the guy what pushes the boulder.
Yeah. As one does.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah, a lot
go
of
pushing boulders.
A lot of Greek boulder pushers.
Is that a lot?
There's
a lot.
one.
Yeah. What do you mean by a lot? Is that a unifying theme?
I mean, it's enough that they made a character about boulder pushing, so it must be relatable.
That's your go-to point of reference. Like Sisyphus.
Shit, I really can't argue against that.
Yeah.
That's
The
true,
existence of the Sisyphus character means that he's got to be hashtag relatable.
Isn't that how all media works?
Yeah.
You know what the Gen Zers love? Pushing
media.
boulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greek Gen Zers they were just rife full of people who were strapped to a boulder while a crow pecked out their innards.
Actually, that does sound plausible.
I mean,
that was
how many-
that was the
Portuguese,
Greek
There has
I'll
to
believe
be.
him.
that was the Greek TikTok trend.
Yeah.
Yeah, there has to have
Yeah.
been a lot of those.
Before planking came the
No,
the
don't
crows
crash
with the pecking.
again.
Oh no.
Is
Alright.
it like the game crashing, or is the server, or like you losing connection?
An Unreal process has crashed.
That's the
Okay,
game.
That's the
Yeah.
game then. Okay, good.
The game's
was
just
gonna
straight
say,
up
'cause I
crashing.
can- Do I need to fix something? Like,
I'm definitely dead this
How
time.
are you hosting the server? You're not putting it on like
using-
EC2, are you?
I am doing EC2.
Oh my god, that's expensive.
Not really, surprisingly.
Oh, you're probably using a micro instance or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you guys stop talking nerd?
No.
Hey,
Yeah.
can you stop sucking?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't mean it.
I wanted, so the Zomboid was the same way, but the Zomboid was on like kind of a pricier server because I made a mistake and I didn't understand what I was doing at first, and then it was too
Oh,
late
that
to change it,
sucks.
and I was like, too much.
Doing a
No.
mistake.
So
not
that's why-
understanding what
So
you're
thus I
doing.
learned Docker, so then I can always just easily rebuild everything when I fail.
There you go.
But yeah, no, it's on an EC2 server, and it's just running in a Docker container. So
Can anybody get me
Nice.
some concrete, please? Anybody
yeah, there's
around?
lots of concrete over
Um,
here. There's like a shit ton of it.
I'm going
Yeah.
towards you.
I'm probably dead this
Yeah, you
time.
can come over here, and there's a ton of it, just a lot. But yeah, so it should be. In terms of specs, it should be fine. I
Yeah,
made sure
I'm
it
more
has
worried
the-
about your wallet.
No, it's fine.
Oh, I
I
died.
use the server for other stuff too. Like it's not just sitting there only for gaming. I use the server for like doing what's it called? Redirections. I'm slowly converting, I'm just putting a bunch of stuff on this server that isn't like critically important or
There we go.
highly
That's-
attached, except for this
Okay.
game.
He said there was a load of
But-
concrete and then he stole it.
Okay, I can put it back.
No,
Yes.
don't
I
worry.
didn't.
I
I
just
didn't
sent
take
the-
it.
I'll put
I
it
just
back.
told you where it was.
All right.
Yeah.
I have set the
I
game
only need
to
10.
low, so we'll see if that'll fix it.
Here, I'm gonna put.
did
There's
not.
247 concrete in my inventory. It's now in the storage shed. Go
I
pick
think-
it up.
I think crashing when you're gonna die leads to problems. Because this time I crashed in a poison cloud, and I respawned at the base with no
Oh.
items.
But do you have you should have your
So you died. That's what happened. You died when you crashed,
do
essentially.
you no
Yeah.
but the thing is, do you have your marker for your body? That's the priority. Because if you don't
No.
have your marker, oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm poking
have to
around to
find
see
it
if I'll
again.
spot it, but I don't even know exactly where it is. So everything in my inventory is probably dead, because it's probably just another offline character over there.
Yeah. That's
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can clean those up somehow. Like if I can, I'm sure there's an admin command I can use to access them. Or just wipe them out, I guess.
How dare you?
Cease their existences. Okay, probably this conveyor belt should be upgraded.
Yeah, I did not see my body.
Well. Could be a problem.
I did not see my body, I did
Man.
not.